Good day everyone. Today I'll be talking about the Boyer-Moore voting algorithm, a simple but powerful tool used to find the majority elements in the dataset. What makes this algorithm stand out is its efficiency. It works in linear time and only uses a constant amount of memory. This makes it perfect for handling large amount of data or real-time streams, like when analyzing customer feedback or social media trends. It's widely used in areas like sentiment analysis and system monitoring because it gives fast and accurate results without needing a lot of resources. So let's dive into how this algorithm works and why it's such a valuable tool in data analysis.
Good day everyone. Today I will be talking about the time complexity of the Voyer-Moore voting algorithm, which is a clever and efficient algorithm used to find the majority element in an array if one exists. A majority element is one that appears more than n divided by 2 rounded down times in the array. So how the algorithm works? So Voyer-Moore works in two passes. So the first pass is it identifies a candidate for the majority element by incrementing or decrementing a count based on whether the current element matches the candidate. Then the second pass is it confirms whether that candidate actually appears more than n that two times. This is done in a very smart way that doesn't require sorting or using extra memory like hash maps. So, the time complexity. So, the algorithm only makes two linear passes through the array. That means in both the worst in base, the worst in best case, it goes through big O of n elements in the array. So the time complexity is big O of n, where n is the size of the input array. This makes it highly efficient for large datasets. So why is it efficient? Unlike other methods that may require sorting big O of n log n or extra space like using hash maps which take big O of n space, Voyer-Moore is linear in time big O of n, constant in space big O 1. This combination of speed and minimal memory usage is what makes it so powerful.
So good day everyone. This is my part of our presentation, which is algorithm simulation. Our algorithm simulation, we created several test scenarios to reflect realistic feedback conditions. The test case 1 are clear majority opinion. So what happens? The happens is the most customers are saying the same thing like great service. For example, the feedback of good, good, bad, good, good. So have a clear the majority. So the purpose to show the algorithm works well when one opinion is obviously the most common. In a test 2, which is a split opinions or a borderline case. So what happens again? The happens are there's almost an equal number of positive and negative reviews. For example, feedback of good, bad, good, bad, bad, good. So no real majority. Both sides are close. So the purpose is to test how algorithm behaves when there's no clear majority. And next are the simulation results and observations. High scalability handles large datasets without performance loss. And robustness, accurate majority detection despite noisy data. And also a practical value can enable quick insight for faster business decisions. So these cases show how the algorithm performs under different feedback patterns. It proves effective in identifying the dominant sentiment even with noise. making it suitable for real-time sentiment analysis in retail and other fields. The algorithm provides fast, accurate insight with minimal computational cost and aiding better and quicker business decisions.
Hi everyone, for my part of the presentation, I'll be talking about the performance of Boyer-Moore voting algorithm. How will it works and where it's really shine. First, let's look at efficiency. This algorithm is very memory friendly compared to other methods like using frequency counters or hash map that Boyer-Moore algorithm only use a few variable. That means it does take up much space in memory. That's a big advantage, especially when working with a big data. Next, let's talk about accuracy. The algorithm is accurate when there really is a majority elements, meaning one value appears more than half the time, but if the majority does exist, the algorithm might give a result that not actually the majority. So, in those cases, we may need extra validation. Lastly, scalability. This algorithm is very good at handling large or noisy data. Even if the data has a lot of different values or some random noise, the algorithm can still do its job well and find the majority elements quickly. In short, the Boyer-Moore voting algorithm is fast, memory efficient, and work well even with large or messy data, but it needs a real majority to fully accurate. That's all my part. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Michael Ramos, and this is my part of our final project presentation. So, in this video, I will explain what the algorithm does well, where it might struggle, and how it compares to the other similar algorithms. So first is the strengths. Fast and light, Boyer-Moore finds the majority item appears more than half of the time in one pass using little memory big O(n), time and big O(1) space. Good for big or live data. Great when memory is tight or data is streaming in. So the second one is limitations. Needs a true majority. If no item appears more than half of the time, it may give the wrong answer unless you verify it. Not great with noisy data. Struggles when data is random or messy. So we don't need to use it. Compares to the others algorithm. Boyer-Moore is simpler and uses less memory than hash maps or counting methods. Best when majority exists and speed matters. Other methods are better when the data is unclear or mixed. So, for the summary of my part, Boyer-Moore is a fast and memory efficient way to find the majority item. Best used when one item clearly dominates the list. It's simple and ideal for large or streaming data but needs caution when no clear majority exists. Thank you.